Hey, what's going on guys? It's Kyle here, and today we're going to talk about something that is very important in real estate, and that is cash flow. Now, cash flow, to keep it simple, it is the gross income, so your rent that you're bringing in every month, minus your expenses and your mortgage, and what's left over at the end of the month is cash flow. So we're gonna jump into my computer and we're gonna actually break down a real life deal and find out what the monthly cash flow is. Okay guys, so here we are in the computer and we're gonna use this real life example. This is a property currently for sale in St. Louis, Missouri. And I don't know, I might be in the way right now with my screen, but they're asking $82,500 for this house right here. Single family house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, and it's renting for $875 per month. So we know that this is already occupied by a tenant, and so we're gonna use that information. We're gonna head over to Excel and we're gonna break it down. So again, we're talking about what is cash flow. So here we got the address. This is just a simple Excel spreadsheet I just did, and gonna give you just the basic idea of what is cash flow. So here we go. On the top line, we have income. So we see monthly, we're bringing in $875, annually $10,500. So just look at these columns as monthly income and annual income. Hopefully you guys can see this. I hope this is big enough for you. On a mobile device, I never know if it's big enough. So anyways, then we're gonna move down to expenses. So we've got taxes, insurance, repairs, maintenance, vacancy, CapEx, and mortgage. So let's go line by line. Taxes. All these numbers are gonna vary depending upon your area, where you're investing. Are you in a LA market, or are you in a rural Missouri market? It completely depends. So taxes, if you go to your county that you're investing in and just Google tax records, so tax records in St. Louis County or tax records in, I don't know, Kansas City County or something like that, you're gonna be able to find a website where you're gonna be able to look up what the tax records are, what they're paying, because that's public information. So you can see here, they're paying $1,455.72 in taxes. Now, one thing to keep in mind is in most states that I'm aware of, or at least the states that I'm investing in, when you purchase a property, the assessed value will change. So you might have bought that property for more than the seller had purchased it for. So you can't always base your number just on this. You need to figure out how they're assessing the property and then use the number that you're paying for it, so you're going to get an accurate. But we're just going to use this for this situation. So you can see I have our tax amount. So monthly we're paying $118.98. Insurance, this is just a guesstimate from me investing in properties similar to this one. I know I'm going to be paying roughly $2,000 in insurance. Repairs and maintenance, this is one of those that's going to vary extremely much, a lot, just depending upon what kind of property you're investing in. Whether it's single family, multifamily, mobile home parks, it's all going to be different. For this property, I'm saying about 5% every month is going to go towards repairs and maintenance. So that might be, changing a light fixture, it might be fixing a doorknob, just doing, simple minor, monthly expenses, nothing huge. So vacancy, this is one of those numbers that you can argue about. We're just going to use 10%, but in my opinion, 10% is probably high, because I'm saying that annually I'm giving up over 1 month's rent in the property being vacant. Well, I know that if I have the right systems in place, when a tenant moves out, I can usually have it re-rented within a week or less, maybe 2 weeks, but maybe just a few days depending upon how they left the unit. So this is a wild card. Are you going to go in there and have to replace flooring, or are you just repainting and cleaning? So that's something to keep in mind. I think this is high. I would bump that down to, about 1 month's rent, somewhere around there. So CapEx, what is CapEx? Those are going to be your big repair items like your roofs, your water heaters, maybe appliances, things that aren't going to break down every year. Something, they're bigger dollar items that you're going to be replacing every 5, 10, 15 years. So I know annually I'm going to start throwing $525 into an account, knowing that, in 15 years, I'm going to maybe replace the roof or the water heater in 5 years or something like that. So that's CapEx. Depending upon if it's a brand new property, you can probably do less than 5%. If it's an older property and it has a lot of things that need to be fixed in the near future, bump that up. Now your mortgage, I got that from taking the purchase price. So let's go back to Zillow. And again, I don't think you can see the price, but they're asking $82,500. So most banks are going to require that you put 20% down on that property. Talk to your bank and find out what they're going to require, but when you're not living in it and you are buying it as an investment property, most likely they're going to require 20% down. So I took 20%, I took the $82,500 minus the 20%, and that leaves $66,000. So $66,000 is the amount that the bank is going to loan you. So let's go to Google and just type in mortgage calculator. Our mortgage amount is $66,000, and I put 4% interest. Talk to your bank. It might be much more, it might be less. I used 4%, and I did a mortgage period or amortization schedule of 25 years. So that means that my monthly payment to the bank for them loaning me that $66,000 is $348. So let's go back to Excel. We see $348, and there we go. So here's our total expenses: monthly $808.64, annually $9703.72. So now we're gonna go look at the cash flow. So I really should rename this as cash flow. So we're showing monthly, we're going to bring in $66.36, annually $796.28. So that is what your cash flow is. Again, it's the income right here minus your expenses and your mortgage, and that is your monthly cash flow. I'm all about building up a portfolio of passive income from that cash flow every single month, and that's what I look at right there. So whether or not this is a good deal, we'll maybe talk about that in a later video, but this just helps you understand the concept of what is cash flow, and you're just looking at it in a real life example. So thanks for watching, guys. Tune in next time. I think we're going to dive into this deal a little bit more and talk about whether or not this is a good deal or not. So anyways, thanks for watching, and talk to you in the next one.